engagement.
Yeah.
So they might just like buy boost and Treant and run around.
Okay. Hopefully we don't have any trouble this game.
I think it'll be fine. We've already had our fair. Oh.
Oh.
Spoke too soon.
Oh god, I jinxed it.
Damn it.
No!
Right. So in the sense of like roaming Venge and Tree, you mentioned that if the Tree doesn't get kills, he kind of falls behind really hard.
Yeah.
If there's no real backup plan, like you're essentially waiting for qojqva to get farm on the Storm to be able to actually take any sort of engagement, I guess. And if you don't find kills in the early game, like what do you actually do?
I think their plan is, because they recognize that C9 is quite the greedy team and their lanes aren't the strongest, and I think they just want to use, they pick like these 3 strong cores in the Storm, Jakiro, and Weaver, and then they want to pick these 2 roaming support heroes. They just want to roam around and kill all the heroes, so that they can secure their lanes, and that way win the early game, I guess. Because they have to win the early game, I think.
Yeah, we saw qojqva when he got behind on the Storm Spirit, like they nearly came back in that game.
But it's so difficult because, as we said before, they have no means of locking down either Slark or Brewmaster unless they have an Orchid. And if Batrider gets off to a good start, I guess they have Vangeful, but it's kind of hard.
Yeah, it's pretty difficult there.
So it's apparently, I mean, they could potentially go aggressive. Like, if you want to put Jakiro solo bottom, he would be against, I guess, Batrider, which is not necessarily an amazing matchup, but I think the Slark would get absolutely crushed if it was just Weaver Venge even, or Weaver Tree in the top lane.
Yeah, but it's so easy to dodge. Like, a team like C9 will just recognize that you're coming aggro, and they will put like Slark top solo, and then they'll just roam around with the 2 support and just get kills in other lanes, because you're committing 2 heroes to that top lane, and you're not actually killing the Slark, so you're like wasting 2 heroes.
Okay.
So going aggro is usually not that good.
Did you see AoE's sigil thing?
Give me Visage item mats. I think we're changing sound effect every time we actually go in game now. That was completely different from the last one. I think production is just screwing with us at this point.
Does everyone hear it or just us?
I don't know.
Yeah, how come this one is color?
Maybe it's a better one.
That is kind of weird, actually.
Pieliedie must have paid more money for that one.
MLG no scope.
I've never even seen him play Windrunner.
You might like Windrunner.
I don't know. Seems bizarre.
I think he played at MLG a lot with the RTCC9 team.
Oh yeah,
That was quite a while ago.
It was. That's their glory days.
I actually remember him just being mid the whole time, like clicking the enemy mid hero for some reason. It's just weird the thing to remember. Okay, so it looks like they might go, yeah, as you said, offensive.
Well, the thing is, if they actually put the Jakiro in the aggressive lane, he might not get levels, but you probably kill the tower really fast. I don't know. If that's their goal, and they want to just have the supports be able to move around, I don't actually know if that's really even that good, to be honest. But we'll see. A lot of people just also have a tendency to try to control at least 1 rune for the 0/0, so you can get like a bounty or something like that.
Yeah. What do you think of these like really, really early wards from Cloud9? Like they put them down like so early, just so they see when other people ward. Like.
Yeah, this one's usually good because the one who places it first usually sees where where this guy places the ward.
Oh, he did the old fake.
Yeah, he did the fake one. That's what Ryzen did in one of our games. He was disruptor, and we had a ward like here. Right. So we saw that he had a ward, and he like drops the ward, and he just walks out in the lane. And we thought he lane warded.
If you ping it, Weppas can see where it is.
Right here.
Good job.
So he actually baited us into buying sentries, even though he didn't ward.
What a player.
Yeah.
It's the small stuff like that that really like makes you like players a lot.
I hate buying sentries.
I want to get his hands on Invis here. Looks like the supports are going to be top for the time being on the side of Team Tinker.
Yeah.
Can he do the Invis stomp?
Hey, I mean, it could, but I don't think Storm.
It doesn't really do anything, right?
Maybe he gets the R and then kind of can get all the blast hits. He sits there in this
Next level.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got quite good. They want to at least
that does a lot of damage actually. How much damage is that? Is that 80 times 2? 160?
Yeah, 160. Yeah.
It's a lot of damage.
Okay, so FATA gets like a reasonable lead. How, like when you play mid, or if you do play mid, can you explain like what they're doing to control the creeps, or how you control the lane better?
Well, the one that gets the better block in the beginning usually directs your lane. Because if you get a good block, you can you know keep your lane static like on your hill, and then the other player has to like pull the waves by aggro.
they click on the enemy hero and activate the creeps.
They do a ton of stuff.
There's all these little tiny tricks.
Yeah. Lane control is really important in mid lane.
I think actually the one who is going to be more scared during the early game is probably just going to be qojqva. Like, even though Panda is against a Storm, and Storm is typically seen as good against melee, all you really have to do is get a bottle and a stick, and you pretty much never die against Storm, because he has to spam remnants for CS. And if you want to control runes, you pretty much have to do the same thing.
I really like when they changed the crit, so you have a guaranteed crit. So you always have that last hit, even though you might be doing the best, you'll always get that one last hit. No.
So useful. If you're like level 1 and you don't level up a skill, you can get any last hit or you just level it up and you hit one.
Yeah.
Right away.
So if the game remains as these lanes are right now, which we could probably assume that both Cloud9 and Team Tinker are going to be looking for some kills, do you have any like particular favorite for who's going to be getting more out of the laning phase?
It depends on how we can do with this other type.
Oh, EGM. He just missed the bottle and he had DD.
I guess what EGM can do with you, because they kind of left the lane. It's like a 2v2 up here with was it Skywrath versus Jakiro. I think Jakiro will win this lane unless there's a rotation from C9. But I don't think there will be a rotation. As for mid, I think.
Wow, I think he's actually just gonna die. Alright. EGM just dies and Aoi just gets briefcased to death. Holy crap. The staple gun is real.
That was a nice laugh.
I mean, what else can you do, right? I mean, he basically just stood there and died.
Yeah.
I don't know. That was pretty bizarre, actually. So, first blood going to Cloud9. Obviously pretty good, but I mean, all their cores are actually still firing pretty well. Like Weaver, Jakiro, and the Storm all have very good CS at this stage.
Yeah, they're doing okay. Weaver against Bad is a really good lane for Weaver. Storm versus Panda is, as we said, kind of alright. I think both heroes perform equally well. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm actually a bit surprised, like, Weaver Batrider matchup is kind of interesting, because the Bat basically can never kill the Weaver, and the Bat has to spam in order to get CS, like sticky napalm, so the Weaver just has infinite wand charges, I guess.
Yeah. It's pretty nice for Pajkatt, actually. Look at that. Sometimes you underestimate the turn time, though.
Yeah, that's right. Quick though. Gonna get armored here. It's gonna be forced back. It's got a full bottle charge as well.
What level is that for armor? Still level 1?
I think it's 2, right?
That's level 1.
Oh, it's
doesn't
level
really
2,
do
okay.
much, still. I see 170, it's gonna farm their entire... No, never mind, my goals.
So you were saying if EGM can't get it going, if he has the struggles in the early game, what does he do?
Yeah, that's the thing, like, because they don't want to have EGM sitting top. That's really a waste of a hero, because he doesn't offer anything to the lane. So, and he doesn't have a pull bottom, so he's probably just gonna, I don't know, run around.
Leech experience from Batrider?
He can do that.
I mean, I guess this is almost worst case scenario, right? For a tree, at least.
Yeah.
You have nowhere to go, you have no lane to kill, you have no pulls.
Yeah. He's running like the Batrider, huh?
Just run around.
Just be a ward.
That's kind of how these heroes are played, like Elder Titan and, I guess, Tree. You just don't really have a lane that you belong to, you just go wherever you're needed. Usually you get kind of behind in the early game on levels, but you usually catch up. So, I guess hopefully EGM can catch up on his levels.
I guess it's pretty reliant on being in the right place at the right time for that.
Pretty much, yeah.
I guess that's kind of like the opposite role that you play, right? Like, you're the one who takes the farm, basically. PPD is the one who's like, alright, I'm out of here. And then you just like, give me creeps.
Pretty much. Whenever Archer can go jungle, I just take the lane.
They're your favorite games when you picture Lycan and stuff then?
Yep.
I mean, there's something to be said for teams that can actually rotate to give supports farm. And I feel like Tree is pretty low on that list of heroes that you actually want to give space to.
Yeah.
It usually comes pretty late when you want to give Tree a free lane. Maybe when it's like level 5 or something with their canvas, you can sit in the lane and you spam armor everywhere.
Yeah.
But EGM is nowhere close to that.
C9 are kind of one of them teams that will let their supports farm as well, aren't they?
Yeah.
I mean, Aoi was one of the first who actually started playing super greedy with the supports, I think. Because he transitioned from like core 1 to hard support, and he still managed to have like 100 CS at 25 minutes, which is pretty bizarre.
Yeah, that's what they're really good at, and that's why they can get away with picking heroes like... Well, they kind of invented draw Visage, I guess, where they just gave Visage a ton of space.
And they play A quite a bit as well.
Yeah.
Oh, similar issue.
Where's the camera going, Weppas? Come on, get it together. You're drunk.
With this Invis rune, the try and gank on panel, like when is your go time? Like you have your ultimate now? Is it go time? Like do you say to your supports, okay, go mid or I'll go to you?
It's really difficult to kill Storm.
Yeah.
You can't really kill any hero on the Reunion team with the Panda right now. There's a Weaver in bottom lane that won't tie to you. Storm won't die in mid. And I don't think top lane will.
It's the lanes to push really.
Yeah, and like if mid goes missing, top's the lane that backs off instantly. So I don't think Panda can actually gank anyone.
Okay. So is this underutilizing the hero or?
Not really. There's always the third of the Panda ulti. And I think either you can play Panda in so many different ways. Either use, if it kills constantly, use the ultimate to team fight, protect towers, etc. Or you can use like hide at ancients because you're
off the map, like
pretty much. Like if you stay off the map with farm creeps, you're still still close.
They instantly go back top.
Yeah.
Alright. BuLba. Uh-oh.
I think they actually saw the teleport piece that everyone went in, but maybe not.
No, I think
Oh, somebody's still gonna get caught here. Ooh, looks like it's gonna be BuLba. It just gets annihilated. Alright. Side immediately.
FATA actually like nuked the creep wave and pushed it out as far as possible. And then TP, it was pretty smart. Nice play.
Maybe this ward reaches up to here, so maybe he was out of vision.
Yeah.
I don't know, I feel like getting a kill like that is okay, but Jakiro seems like one of those heroes that you need basically one item, and that's it. Like you just get Yules and you're pretty much good to go for most of the game. So that isn't really hugely impactful, and plus it gives play for more time to like free farm.
It looks like I was gonna get that on bottom lane.
I don't really know what he's gonna do here. He's gonna get one stop off. Maybe he's actually gonna run away. He almost kills Pajkatt. Time lapse though. We'll be fine. And he's actually teleporting to the tower as well. I don't think he can get anything from this though.
Oh, it's just gonna take it away. We were talking about how Cena is so good at giving front of his reports, but as soon as Aoi dies, he's just there taking all the farm.
Yeah, he's like, you messed up. It's mine now.
Yeah.
You had your chance.
I mean, it's a small thing, but it's really important. You're like not giving away a lane. Like,
Yeah.
for the most part, they always have a hero and a spot to get experience. Wow, Perfect going deep for this courier. He's a lot of mana for this. He's actually going to keep the out and he will be successful. Yeah.
That was deep though.
That was deep.
I mean, I guess it's seen as a bit wasteful, but at the same time, it's like, what else is he doing, right? He's just trying to farm a bit. Jakiro one ball lightning is meh, right? It's not great.
Yeah. I would speak in German to each other.
Who is? Oh, Cook from FATA, yeah.
Do we have any German translators?
GD on jump. Blister stuff. There you go.
I don't know what any of that means.
Double damage. I'm going. I guess.
I don't know.
I've been German for like 3 years. Can't speak a word of it.
Alright, smoke here from Team Tinker. Bone 7 is pretty low right now. His Firefly's actually going to be wearing off in a second. Are they going to spot him?
Oh no, he's so
going
close to
in.
blink.
One more hit should do it.
Oh.
Yeah, that hurts quite a bit actually. Perfect's still got a lot of mana, and they're going to go for the bounce, but at the very least going to make him use some mana to get away. Oh, right into the FATA actually in the clap, and quick was going to trade his life for this.
He does get that ulted.
Yeah.
It was probably not necessary, but you're not using the ultimate anyway. Looks like I was gonna get dive bottom again, but he seems to be alright.
So,
is it because he's invulnerable? I
yeah,
guess?
Fog just messaged me and said he uses DD mid ball, so it purged the double damage instantly.
That's weird. I didn't know it actually worked like that.
Me neither. Although,
Thank you, Fog.
I am not a Storm player. When I play Storm, I go Brown Boots, Orchid, and Blink. Which is...
Blink's actually situationally pretty good, I think.
I really like Blink on Storm Spirit because you can, travel such a far distance without using the mana.
Yeah.
But I get Blink on quite a pain as well.
That is good.
You're just a clown.
No, it's actually pretty good.
No, yeah, that's fine. Everyone's fine. Quicker goes in. Just a field miss. Oh, fine.
Jakiro's there.
I would prefer misses, but didn't matter.
I mean, that's another pretty decent kill considering how close he was to Blink as well.
Yeah.
Like, they just killed Bat and Brew within like 100 gold of Blink daggers.
At the same time, Weaver died. It looks like Batrider bought his Blink. Yeah, picked him off.
Big kill.
And I want to see how, like, if you look at how well I was doing compared to EGM, I think this kind of...
Yeah, it says its own story, like.
Like, Elder Time is so effective right now, but he's not doing very much.
What do you think of Bone 7? Like, sometimes he goes early box on Batrider. Well, what's the logic behind that? Just to farm more?
Yeah, it's this item that enables him to farm more. I'm not sure
why here. Ice Path comes out. Should be at least 1 kill going away to Cloud9.
Yes, I'm not sure why he prefers BOTs to other items when it comes to farming faster, but I guess he's figured out that BOTs is the way to go if you want to play greedy.
Yeah.
I mean, he's played a ton of Batrider, right?
Yes, yeah. I think it was one of the first players to start buying Mask of Madness on here.
He definitely was, yeah. And then his refresh robe as well.
To be fair, he also started Midas Darkseer,
right?
Which was a travesty.
You win some, you lose some.
I hated him for that, because I had to deal with that for like 2 months.
I think Pajkatt's getting everything he wants right now. He has the world is his oyster.
Yeah.
I think in a way, like, Team Tinker almost have the sense of inevitability. I feel like because the 2 cores of Team Tinker don't really care about Slark that much, like both of them can avoid the Slark, it's not so bad if Envy gets farmed, but if both of the cores of Tinker get farmed, and the Jakiro has like at least the duels, I feel like they're getting a lot more out of it.
Yeah, that's kind of what they're looking to do with their heroes. They just want to have these 2 heroes that can avoid Panda, Slark, and, well, maybe not Batrider, but they just want to split the map for the entire game, while Jakiro and other people just push towers.
I think the Lincolns on Pajkatt could be pretty big in this game, because it'll allow him to just push wherever he wants.
Yeah.
Keeps him safe from bat for a little while.
And
until
on
these
Skywrath as well, actually.
So you know, it's looking to push mid with the Batrider, come from behind, or from the side. Sure.
They don't really have a lot of vision here, though. I mean, it is nighttime.
Yeah. I don't think they're going to be able to catch them.
Yeah, it feels kind of hard to... Like, even with Firefly, your vision is pretty much non-existent at this point.
I think they can see it coming, because Panda's just, like, by their tower, pushing creeps.
When you... is the reason FATA goes stats on Brew, in this case, because they have the Orchid on Storm Spirit, like, or it's coming? Like, he wants to just survive the silence time?
That might be why. There's really not that much of a use for Duncan Haste this early, and I'm not sure what leveling up evasion actually gives you. I think it's just a player preference.
Not playing. BuLba, famous looking at many ganks. Actually gets pulled out of the Mystic Flare, still ends up going down.
Yeah.
And Envy is at 1800 gold right now, so if he wants to go Midas or Blink, I actually think... I don't know if Blink Dagger actually does anything for him right now.
Yeah.
I mean, he could probably kill supports with it, but that's it.
Yeah, he can kill supports, but he's not going to be able to kill either Storm or Weaver. I think it depends on what direction they want to, take this game.
Yeah.
If they want to go ultra late game, you might see him pick up Midas. If they want to get aggressive, you might go for the Blink or...
I think Cloud9 are pretty okay going late game in this. Like, they have a lot of high ground defense, they have the Panda ulti to kind of give them the space to do it.
Yeah.
FATA always goes that Aura Brewmaster, which I like a lot, especially with Elder Titan.
Yeah.
It's really, really strong.
I think it's the strongest way to play Panda right now.
Yeah. Oh. No, my...
That sentry.
My ward.
That was pretty value. That sentry was going to wear off soon.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Mintower's going to die. Let's see if they can get the glyph up. Right. I don't think they glyph up.
Yeah, it's gone for the Midas.
Yeah.
I mean, I actually think losing to tier 1s uncontested for Cloud9 is not really that good. I mean, the less of map you have, the scarier Storm and Weaver actually become.
Yeah, that's true. I'm not sure if Jakiro actually hit the mid tower, or if it just fell to Storm. But Jakiro is really good at taking tier 1 towers, because you usually don't want to organize them with huge defense, because your pound is still in the lane phase.
Yeah, it's only one Jakiro, like,
right,
hanging away. Like. So he's actually gone for a different build, BuLba, to the one we usually see. Like, from Universe, he usually maxes Dual Breath and Liquid Fire, and doesn't learn Ice Path until a bit later.
I think it's like if you get a good Yule's timing like this, maxing the Ice Path can be a guaranteed way.
Slark?
Yeah, because I don't think you can actually split out of Yule's Ice Path, but you can BKB. So you can stop the Panda from doing anything and potentially kill him right away.
Yeah, the channel time on split is a bit long.
Yeah, and it's good against Bat as well.
Yeah. Usually if you want to get points in Dual Breath, you just want to farm on the Jakiro. But if you get the Eels and the Ice Path, you want to teamfight more, I think.
Cool.
And there's a C9 smoke on bottom, but I think Team Tinker knows, because they're playing quite scared.
Did they smoke one of that ward?
They might have.
I think you usually smoke farther up the lane, right?
It's quite an aggressive ward. I really like wards like this.
Yeah.
Especially when you have a hero like Weaver who can play like extra aggressively in a second kind of. Oh,
They definitely know, and there's out of there.
It's a much better Orchid timing this game than the last game.
Yeah.
About 6 or 7 minutes earlier. And I'd say, like, normally this is about the latest that you can get it before you're still... Like, you're still obviously effective with, like, a 20-minute Orchid, but not nearly as much as you are, like, 15, 16
yeah.
minutes.
He gets his beautiful regen rune.
No, that's a really good timing, because Slark doesn't have anything to stop the storm right now. Panda is still vulnerable. And all the other heroes on C9 can die to the storm with Orchid, so it's really good timing.
Oh, qojqva just trying to utilize that. They have that ward.
Pretty an easy kill.
That's a huge pick.
It's a tough for Skywrath, but I don't think it's going to do anything.
That value ward.
Yeah. These wards are really good if you have a storm player on your team, because he just jumps from anywhere.
Especially with a regen rune. He's trying to kill.
He actually didn't lose his regen.
Yeah.
Oh, he's probably going to kill
Howie?
Howie. Yeah.
As soon as he sees him.
No, he goes for the Skywrath. This might
He
be
wants to
bait,
stop the
though.
D ward.
No, he's...
Bone 7 has blink.
Yeah,
Do you think Bone 7 should have hidden there
probably.
and allowed him to jump?
I'm not sure if qojqva would have been cocky enough to go for the Skywrath as well. Probably would have. But then again, I don't think Lasso was up. It might have been up.
It was a bit.
Who knows?
Nobody knows. So.
So Pajkatt's almost got Lincoln's. It's only like 1,300 away. And once he gets that, I think Bone 7's still quite a ways off his Force Staff.
Yeah.
So they basically have no way to kill him right now.
Nice. They're going for the Vlads against DT on EGM.
I think it's really solid. Like, if you don't have Vlad's and or Mech in like AC or something like that, the longer the game goes, the worse off you are, basically.
I think they spot. They're going to spot fire down bottom.
The central ward.
This is there. Silence, Mystic Flare.
Oh, he's running
And
into.
FATA just walks in.
I'll secure this. I think it's really good if you're behind as well, I suppose.
qojqva going ham on Envy again.
I mean,
Just finds him.
This is the tough part. Henry went for the Mage at like 14 minutes. But then he's actually not done anything because he keeps dying in storm. And there's really not anything that can protect him from the start.
What item should he have went? Like, what would have been better?
I don't think there's anything wrong with the Midas, but it's just that his hero and the way this game's been played up to this point. This is really hard for Envy to do anything to the start break.
I guess at some point you kind of have to just dismiss like the state of the game as okay. Well, the lanes didn't go the way we wanted them to, or the storm just got a little bit too much farm early, and we've lost all our tier 1s before 20 minutes in. So,
And Pajkatt is just farming the whole time as well.
Yeah, there's so much map control right now.
He has Lincoln's threads, Aquila and Midas. Holy crap.
I mean, I guess you just go Lincoln straight into Desolator for damage, or you can maybe go something else for a bit better wave push. Some people like Maelstrom, which is, I guess, okay.
I actually really like Maelstrom on Weaver. Ever
Yeah.
since that changed to the, what's it called?
It made Deadless so good as well.
Yeah. But with Maelstrom, it feels like you're proccing like every other hit, so it's really good.
I love when people do that. Pajkatt didn't kill the little creeps, so the camp doesn't respawn. Just to like screw up their jungling a bit more.
Just small stuff.
Yeah, you might have just been scared, but yeah. If you don't want to be really annoying, you're like if you win a team fight like over here, and then you go farm the jungle and you just leave the smallest creep in every single camp, that is super annoying.
Yeah. Just to let them know that you're not farming this jungle.
It's mine. If you're in Cloud9 shoes right now and you kind of feel your map control starting to dwindle away, do you just try to push the lanes a bit and go for a smoke? Because you know that Roshan is going to be on the table the next time Team Tinker get anything big, right?
Yeah.
Well, the decision you have to make is, are you strong enough to team fight the other team, or do you need to farm more before you can actually fight them? And then, if you keep farming, are you going to get outfarmed? And
Can you even keep farming with the Stormsbird running around as well?
right, and it's just playing from behind is really hard sometimes because you have to make like all the right decisions. So I don't know. I guess we'll see how they proceed.
The one thing they have going in their favor, I guess, is with a Slark, you at least know where they're warding.
Yeah.
So you have that kind of comeback material.
Yeah, they have to get rid of these wards deep in their jungle so that Team Tinker doesn't know where they are. Because if they sit off the map, Storm can't go on anyone he wants. So Slark's definitely useful for that.
Yeah. EGM with the Vlads, he's like, alright boys, I'm jungling now.
Yeah. It's just level 6, 21 minutes in, but that's basically what he's been doing, just jungling.
And once you get level 4 tree armor, like there's been so little pressure on their towers that they pretty much can keep all of them at full HP. I mean, they lost their safe lane, but that's about it.
Yeah.
And all the other towers are 100% HP.
Yeah. And Pajkatt literally has no fear now because of Linken's and tree armor.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't have anything to fear. I don't think he's gonna get lassoed at all because he has the Linken's. And he knows that if they don't have the tree armor, there's Venge Swap, there's a Storm Spirit with a TP. So it doesn't really have to be scared of anything.
Over here, nice mules though.
The slow.
Getting a little bit farther away. Isn't he not going to be able to react? Player here. Fox in as well. He gets double shot. Should end up dropping. But what is the trade actually going to be right now? pieliedie already down, so it's a 1-for-1. From 7 dropping kind of low here. It's turned up in the air though by the Cyclone.
I think a lot of them is from the Urn Tech.
I think he might die.
2 more tick?
Oh.
17 health.
Zeus, please.
They definitely want to chase though. Like,
Pajkatt's going on.
Oh, they actually got his Blink Dagger.
Oh god.
Pajkatt really wants this kill. Urn use as well.
Look at all the negative armor.
And a
He's
level 1 scared.
-10, -11. Oh my
Yeah, he's
god.
dead.
The miss?
I think.
No.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think he got a big greedy there. He was running away from them, but he didn't anticipate the Weaver coming in and his Blink Dagger. So
All of a sudden the Sakuchi damage comes and he's like, oh.
oh shit.
Yeah, Weaver's actually really good against all the time as well.
Slark is bad.
More kills taking on here middle lane.
It's so difficult to play against the Storm Spirit with this, or with an Orchid.
Especially when he gets Lincoln as well.
Is he Lincoln? Is he going Lincolns or do you think he's going Hex?
I thought he goes Hex. Second item. It's probably gonna be a Lincoln's.
I mean, Lincoln's is really good for the obvious. I don't want to get Batrider lassoed.
Yeah, I can do whatever
But
I want.
I actually feel like at some point, it's like he wants to lasso 2 different heroes, and if he doesn't lasso, it's going in pretty much in every fight. And we're gonna see middle lane Sing actually swapping, I think, BuLba to safety there and ending up trading his own life.
Gives up his own life.
What a hero.
How noble.
Especially when you have the napalm on you, you can't actually turn around. Like, the ice part, it's like ridiculous on Jakiro.
Yeah.
So his turn rate is... He has 2 heads, right? So he has to...
Double the turn rate?
Yeah, exactly.
What happens if they get confused and try to turn different ways at the same time?
Oh god.
That'd just be awful.
I don't even know.
Same thing goes for Ogre, I guess.
Yeah, you just flip over, like do a roll.
I feel like our Dota is very different from other people's Dota. Our experience may vary, you know?
Strong and plus something. It is a Lincoln's recipe.
Alright, so it is going to be Lincoln's. He goes the safe choice. I mean, I guess there's no reason not to, right? Like, you already feel pretty confident about your place in the game right now.
Yeah. I don't think Hex gives you anything that Orchid doesn't give you right now. There are no BKBs on C9 yet.
Yeah, he has enough damage to like go through any of them during the Orchid time. Like.
And Pajkatt's just like willing to farm in the most dangerous positions possible. I think there's also like, this is something to be said for any team that has these cores that are extremely mobile and hard to kill, is that you're actually so effective just in farming throughout the whole game, and the rest of your team gets to farm the empty lanes. Like, this is Zai's dream game, right? You get to go wherever you want and farm.
Yeah.
Like, EGM has literally just been jungler. He is 0-2-0 and just been sitting in the jungle punching creeps.
Yeah, but he's really bad here at farming though. Like, tree farms so slow.
You get a Quelling Blade.
Yeah, should have got Clan Play. You got a Mask of Death instead.
Yeah.
No, but you're right. There's a lot of space freed up from Beaver and Strong farms, which
I mean, I guess the question is, if you're against this type of lineup, the answer is probably just beat it early, as opposed to letting it get to this phase.
Yeah.
1-7 on my way, though. He will always point blank. Like, he is so good.
Oh, he's finding another kill on him as well. Or no, wait, sorry, that was pieliedie.
Yeah, he used the Orchid on the Slark. And from helping out. And that's just like these deep wars, they give so much information and, you know, enables Stormchase to jump for these heroes.
Okay, Lincoln's finished.
One is dead.
It gives him so much like map sustainability as well, like all that health and mana regen. You never have to go home. Constantly keep up the aggression.
I actually just don't really know how Cloud9 transition out of this position that they're in. Because like Team Digger keep playing the same way, and it's just a split game the whole time. And like Pajkatt and qojqva are actually on opposite sides of the map.
Yeah.
The whole time. Since you can't deal with them both, maybe you kill one, but the other's always able to farm no matter what.
There's like no risk of either of them dying, because if C9 wants to kill either of them, they have to hit like at least 4 heroes, I think, and that has to get last off. And then if he gets last off, there's Vengeful, there's tree armor, and all that kind of stuff.
Look at the way they're farming on Envy now. They have pieliedie and Envy just sitting right behind them, like.
Yeah.
I mean, this is good for the purpose of keeping them safe, but it's bad
Yeah,
because it just means like that's more stuff that you're not getting.
Like compare that to what EGM and EGM's doing. He's just farming away.
Pounding that center.
I actually feel like if we sub an EGM for Shane or myself right now, we would have the same influence in the game. Because I can sit in the woods and punch creeps.
Look, all he has to do is like shift QA around the jungle.
Yeah, and just like come up here, just cats with us.
Yeah.
Be like, yeah, the game's not great for me right now. It's fine.
And then maybe enemy artifact the tower plus place in the armor the tower.
It's like it's on full life. He's just arming it for the sake of it. Like, I just want to feel useful.
I feel like next game they are not going to pick tree.
It might not be on the cards.
But the weird thing is, if EGM's like doing the main drafting, he actually picked it for himself. So maybe he's a masochist, right?
Maybe.
Well, I feel it allows Pajkatt to do whatever he wants as well at the same time.
Yeah, that's what I feel about teams that pick Viper. I don't know why anyone would want to play Viper. But a lot of teams have been picking Viper, so.
I actually think Team Tinker are one of the teams who like Viper the most. Because Pajkatt actually said he likes playing Viper.
Yeah,
and then I told him he had to go take a shower, because that's disgusting. Feels filthy.
Okay.
Oh, initiation, they're gonna find Pajkatt still kind of wants to fight this out. Might be able to turn around pieliedie and deal some damage. Actually just decides to back up. And the back 4-7 actually getting picked off by qojqva, so.
Okay, the silence is up on, yeah. On Skywrath, I don't think you want to really fight into that without Lincolns.
I mean, they don't have to pursue, that's the thing. Like, they went 1 for 1 and they lost bone 7 for a
And
support.
EGM split pushing.
Yeah, and that was the case. As I said before, that was the case of C9 committing 5 years in a smoke gang to killing a Vengeful Spirit, and they lose the Batrider. And they have negative damage because Venge died. So, I mean, it's not really worth it. It's so hard for them to actually get something good out of a kill.
You know, FATA being forced into a BKB as well.
Yeah.
You never really want that, like.
pieliedie just flops over here bottom. No big deal.
But he hasn't really ultied in a while, FATA.
Yeah, but I mean, there's no purpose behind his ultis, right? Like, when you commit that many heroes to killing Avenge, like, sure, you might be able to split, but you're not going to save anybody with that split.
Jim's gonna walk into sentry range, maybe?
Oh, that was really close.
Yeah, it's just that. Not anyways, Father's probably blinked that way.
Yeah, Storm Spirit probably would have come to the rescue.
Maybe. I think Tinker's just killing every single tower in the game right now. C9 can't really do anything about it. And so they're gonna get even more map space with the Storm Spirit for the Weaver.
This is kind of a similar solution that we've actually seen in the past. Like, I think the way that Alliance dealt with Slark is they picked heroes like AM, which functions similarly to Weaver, except Weaver's a much better laner than an AM, so I think it's in a way less punishable.
Yeah.
Do you feel like this is just the way that people want to deal with Slark, or do you guys have any other methods that you prefer?
It's a pretty effective way of dealing with both Slark and Panda at the same time, because Panda, if he's not constantly fighting, he's farming. He can't really gank heroes that well.
Yeah.
Nor can Slark, so you just kind of play around them, kind of ignore them, and just do your own thing. Because if you don't like the Slark from the entire map, it's not that good. That's like what Slark does best. He stays off the map and farms forever.
Yeah. I think they can kill Roshan very quickly.
They could.
I think that's what Tinker like. Okay, we literally have killed every tower. What's left on the map? Since he's taking a batter in them.
Where's the Vlad's tree? This is his time to
split
shine.
pushing, dude.
He's just farming bottom. Get in the game, Dooney. Come on.
It's 2k gold.
Get that blink dagger.
Oh, I'll bet it might be Dasha or something.
Or Midas.
No, it's probably too late for him. Or well,
I think he just goes blink.
I mean, if you're never going to fight, it's never too late for Midas, right?
I guess, but I think there's...
Oh my god, that lead.
He actually got the... What's it called?
The Shadow Dance.
Shadow Dance. I don't know.
Invisible thing.
And Pajkatt's sitting on 4k as well. With his Deso and his Lincolns.
Sweet Jesus.
I mean, I guess you could just go, like, Butterfly. You could go super safe and go BKB.
Yeah, if we look at the heroes, what's he actually gonna die to? Probably if he gets lassoed and scrap-bolted.
Oh, Sing, eating another Mystic Flare here.
Oh, but pieliedie just falls over the Pajkatt's wicklets.
A lot of disable, but Envy actually blinks into an ice pass. Dark backs it off the BKB right into Primal Split, but how much can they actually get from this? That's going to be the question. They do manage to get a lasso on Pajkatt, but they have the damage to kill him, though. Let's get it close. He manages to time lapse away with Jakiro. No dice, unfortunately. EGM coming in
2 seconds. Let's see what he can do.
Nice ice pass. Very nicely done by BuLba.
I like that they all shot this. Yeah, it does. I expect that one. But it looks that they want to kill us just then.
I think everyone's asleep.
They have a pretty decent team for Russia. You can just armor whoever's tanking it, and you have Deso and Weaver as well.
If they give Pajkatt the edges, is there any way he can win?
I think they give it to Quake.
I think so too, yeah. I think you can just back to the BKB and play
They gave it to him.
I would have liked it more on.
Yeah, I think Stone Spirit is better, but I honestly cheated a little bit and saw he dropped it. Oh
Not
my
fair.
god.
Imbalanced.
Imbalanced cheater.
I can't even see, dude. I'm so blind. I need like glasses from this far away.
Is there no seats around? Are you alright?
Oh, fine. I feel fine sitting all day anyway, so it's a good change to stand, right?
I kind of like sitting all day, I'll be honest.
Ah, it's overrated. I was thinking about getting one of those like standing hydraulic desks, you know, the ones where you can like adjust. They had them in the Valve offices. They're super nice.
Yeah, they look really cool. Did you see them up there? I've not seen them. They're like yay high, and it's awesome.
Well, they're adjustable. Like you can set them to any height, so you can sit or stand while you play.
This is really weird to stand while you play. I guess this is one of the things you get used to.
Yeah. Kind of expensive, so we'll see. Maybe I'll treat myself at Christmas. Ah. Alright, so Cloud9 clearly in a very bad way right now. I mean...
Oh god, them grass.
I hit the MKB as well.
So Panda literally
does nothing.
Yeah.
He's just dead. Just look at him.
He's already dead. He's sitting in the base dead. You can see it in Fata's eyes.
It's gotta be a really frustrating position to play in though, right? Like, you're trying really hard to just find anything, but in a way, I feel like it's almost an outdraft because their lanes weren't strong enough to punish the cores of Team Tinker, right? Like, was there anything that they actually could have done better in the early game to give themselves some semblance of an advantage?
I mean, not really. They have Batrider, who does nothing in lane. There's Skywrath, he's okay at forcing people out, but other than that, he's not that great.
Team Tinker's draft didn't really go according to plan. Like, EGM did very, very little at the whole game. So why is it going so badly for C9? Like, it was basically 4v5.
It's just,
excluding armor.
It's just what this Slark and this Weaver's doing to the enemy team. They have nothing to deal with them, so they're just taking over the whole map. I think if you look at Vans and Tree, they've had, you know, close to no impact at all in the game. Jakiro's been, you know, hitting towers and healing people. That's about it. So it's basically just...
So Tinker could probably win the game without EGM and...
without EGM, maybe not without Sing Sing. He's kind of valuable. He has the aura. He can swap the lasso. He has an urn too. He's useful.
But I like how we're just scrounging for ways to find that they're useful.
But I mean, if you look at the scores, like EGM has been versus...
But that's Treant score though. That's a Treant score.
Yeah, but...
Like, there's only one tower dead.
I mean, do you want to add scores for every tree armor he's been using on towers?
Yeah, he has like 50 for 0.
Those towers have been at full HP for at least 20 minutes. I feel like his effectiveness not the most.
Top one's missing 47 life.
Unbelievable.
Get your shit together, dude. Oh my god. So Pajkatt just goes high ground and flicks towers?
Yeah. This is something else Tree's pretty good at. Just armors the guy. Just attacks barracks. Doesn't really take that much damage from the
spirit. Yeah.
I mean, I guess you want to make use of your Aegis, right?
Yeah. I actually saw someone, I think it was 4 anchors, pick the Treant against...
Oh, initiation here. I'm gonna get his Limpus popped. Need to be a little bit careful. And he's actually in the play right now. He's going for Sling. Decides he can't actually get the kill. He's gonna get caught with an ice pack. Shadow Dance keeps working. He'll need to get ice packed off. He gets overdosed as well. He's gonna end up dropping. He buys back immediately. Finds the floor of the BKB. He does not have buyback right now. He's just 60 seconds dead. And I think this might just be the beginning of the end here for Cloud9 again, number 1. They're losing their entire team. And they call it GG.
Holy crap. That was so dumb.
It was. I honestly, like, after lane phase, did not feel like there was a single thing that Cloud9 could do outside of smoking.
it wasn't. Slark and Eater just controlled the entire map. There was basically no heroes on Cena that could finish the split pushing. So, I don't know. It was a very difficult matchup.
There was some pretty good early wards from Team Tinker actually that allowed so much to get like 3 or 4